Hello everyone, it's FallenDice and welcome to another episode of Minecraft Adventures with FallenDice. And today is a continuation off of our previous episode, which was started off by building this beginnings of a pumpkin farm, and now we are going to get into the construction of our refinery. So without further ado, let's go ahead and head on down and get started on that, and we'll see you in a sec. Alright, so here's what we got so far. I think I'm going to have 5 sets of automatic crafting tables for processing all the pumpkins coming in. And we'll see as things get more and more, I may update it all, but I'm going to put some stuff behind the wall here. But the pumpkins will come in, they'll hit the pipes and split, and then they'll hit these crafting tables. These will turn the pumpkins into seeds. They'll come down through a wooden pipe into this automatic crafting table. It will then convert the seeds into plant balls. Then they'll come down here and they'll head this way. All of these connecting down, iron pipes pushing them all towards the right, and they'll get to this side. And on this side, I think I'm going to have 2 fuel processing plants running. So I can take all of the items coming in and process them rather quickly. Also, I still need to have my compressors over here. I should be able to use only one single compressor, is my plan. Um, I may have to make myself another, maybe 1 or 2 medium arrays. I don't think I need a high voltage array for this, but I can always keep adding, and then as I get closer to a high, I can always take them all down, make one high, but use those to power an MFSU. Which I'll use to run all of these items. So the compressors here, and then the fuel processors. Um, and for the compressors, I'll probably put in quite a few overclockers and stuff to kind of speed it up. Now, this here is our center tank that we're going to be building. And I've decided this is going to be a water tank, my water tower for all of my uses. I don't know if I need water for cactus milk or not. Haven't really played with it yet. I don't think I do. But I'm still going to use this as a dividing point. So those 2 are going to be for fuel. These 2 are going to be for cactus milk. So half of my processing plant to the left here will be fuel processing, and then over here we'll have my cactus coming in, and I'll set something similar to what I have over here on this side to kind of balance our room out. So, yeah, then we can run our water through here into each of our 2 fuel processors. Compressed plant balls coming from there into these, so I just need to kind of make my items now so I can start placing them and see how I want to run my piping. So let me get the materials and I will be right back. Alright, so the new item here for this now is our fuel processor, which I know I've talked about it enough, I've shown it yet, but the fuel processor is created using using an extractor, 2 electronic circuits, 2 diamonds, and 2 tanks, and that is going to give us our fuel processor. And once again, this is a BurpMod exclusive. This is something that would come up over here for us to kind of help us out in the fact that we started this map thinking we were doing better than wolves, so we weren't worried about, explored areas and not having any oil because Better Than Buildcraft had been canceled. Then when we decided not to do better than wolves and do Buildcraft, then we kind of were back in the position of, well, we didn't want to restart, we've explored all this territory. Oil is kind of hard to find. I got lucky here in the first place, but not a lot of people did. So came up with a way of producing fuel in an easier way than what the Industrialcraft one was. So the way these work is they take water and compressed plant balls in, and they push out biofuel. And pretty simple, pretty easy. It's just in a matter of how you have to set things up and continuing to feed them. So let's kind of put a hole to this wall. Let's find out. I think my pipe is up here somewhere. Somewhere around here. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, good. So here's where all of our melons are coming in, our pumpkins are coming in right now. So what we're going to end up doing here is I'm going to be using our facades for the first time. Just so we can kind of run it right through the walls, but not have it look that way. And I'm going to get rid of these ones since they're not important anymore. I can still tell where they are from down here. Alright. I want to use something else too. We have another pipe now. And it is another one of those burp mod things that Acatera came up with. Oh, there we go. It's a special diamond pipe, which is good. Distribution pipe. There it is right there. Okay, good. That's it. Our distribution pipe. So that allows us to specify, so I can make it so that each one of these, considering how slow they're coming through, it may not make much of a difference. And I think we'll use that for a later date, but that is an item that we can do now. So let's go ahead and get rid of all this stuff here. We'll be running those up to these points. And what I may do while we're constructing this is I may let's get that will go a little bit higher so it doesn't interfere. Figure jump. Okay. Just in case this thing harvests while I'm doing this, I don't want to lose anything or have them fall on the ground, but I also don't want them to interfere. Oh, that's not good. There for now. Don't that really wipe too much away. And a couple torches. Fix that real fast. So there, and there, and I had one. I guess that's it. Okay. Alrighty. So, get rid of that again. I'm gonna go get me some pipes and stuff, and I'll be right back. Alright, so this part here is actually pretty simple. We're just gonna be running this all the way across here. When the automatic crafting tables are placed behind them, it'll automatically create a path into that inventory. So then we just place those there, 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 there. There we go. And I may actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to put these back one more block because, unfortunately, the one thing I don't think I can do is I don't think that there's a double half slab facade available, and I don't want to see, yeah, I don't want to see the piping between the two there. To me that just is going to be ugly. So we'll place, oops, big jump. Place these there. Now when I come in here and look inside, yep, all I see is the crafting tables. That's exactly what I wanted. Alrighty. And then run our pipe here now instead. Technically, once I do that, I can pretty much get rid of this pad now, because they're going to be heading into there. Now what I need to do, and that's how many pumpkins I've gotten just from my two floors since I did this last night. So we'll go down here into our crafting tables. Let's get rid of all this. Put our second group in as well. There's these. Put in some wooden piping. Oops. Same down here. And then we'll go up into these. And that's all we wanted to do. We just wanted to create seeds. once I have the rest of this thing set up so it's actually got somewhere to pump, I'll go ahead and add the rest of the pumpkins in. Alright, now down here, oh, because I'm in there yet. Sorry, I thought I was in my crafting. Make enough so we can fill these out. And it's just a simple 8 here is going to give us our plant balls. And we do that to all of these, and I'll do that in a sec. And then down here, and we're going to be using facades on this, but this is where we'll run our pipe over to our next area, which is going to be our compressors. So we'll leave that kind of uncovered right now. This is the old path that used to go to one of my oil wells. Now the thing with these is, let's see, there, after this point they're going to be all iron pipes to ensure our single direction. So pop all these in real fast. And then it's going to be, we have to go up because the compressor needs to have the items coming in from the top. So that requires us to do some maneuvering with our piping. And what I may do is use the wall and our facades again. It's kind of cool. I like how I can do that. So let's see, if I were to go like this, and again I can't go up into our half slabs, but alright. There. Alright, so it's going to come from up to here. Let's see how I want to do this. Get something else to put down here. Again, this is our halfway point, so we'll have fuel processor, we'll have to go like this. Yeah, okay. Alright, so if that's the case, then these ones will go like this. Actually, if I come out here and down, like that. I'll put the facades up so it'll look like it's just coming out of the wall. And then power for these is going to be coming from underneath. Yeah, okay, power comes from underneath, which means the output will come from behind. So our compressed plant balls will come from behind. And, alrighty, now we get creative again. I have to at least get rid of this whole second row here, just so I have room to kind of maneuver in here. Okay. Alright. So it'll be you and you. I think we probably need a... and we're harvesting. So stuff will start popping through there here shortly. And we'll take a peek at it afterwards. Alright, so let me get my wrench. Probably because there's nothing in there, so they can only do that right now until I put my 2 compressors here. So we'll just do that. Let's put our compressors in just so I can actually work with this. Compressor. So now I can tell it that I want it to... What? That's weird. Never had that problem before. Fine. More than one way to fix this. there we go. Okay. So you only go that way, you only go that way. And that's... Alright. Plant balls coming in, compressed plant balls going out. Alright. Now for over here. Maybe more compacted than I thought. Because I still need... I need power to here. I need water to here. I need compressed plant balls into here. And I need the outputted fuel. Do need more space. Guess I can go ahead and move those. So I have my wrench. Alright, let me move these and I'll be right back. Alright, so I moved everything over here. Still going out the back end. The compressed plant balls then enter in our fuel processors here and here. Water's coming in from above, going over and dropping down like this. I really like the idea of these half slabs, but now that I can't make half slab facades, it kind of sucks a little bit. But it would be nice if I could make them kind of go in. I may look into... I don't know, maybe there is. I don't know. Hold on, let's find out, because this would be so much nicer if I could do that. Alright, so we have our facades. We do. Okay, good. Never mind. Alright. That makes me very happy. So let's go back and rethink how we're doing this part now. This section here will still kind of come out kind of like what we did over there. But instead, they're going to come in from behind again. So let's see. Go like that. Like that. Did I fall in a hole? I did. Okay. And then I guess we'll go like this. Nice. Okay, cool. So let me pick those up. Run it through the wall and the ceiling. I really like I like these facades, and I love how I can definitely clean up my builds now with this. All right. So compressed plant balls coming in through behind, water coming in from the top, and then our items here are going to make their way, and it's a fluid now, which is, let's see, I'm going to put you here, and you are the waterproof, yes, okay, good, and that puts you there. Oh, okay, now we have to think a little bit. Well, if I go one deeper here, let's see, grab my regular stone, there we go. That would give me the ability to send this up a little bit further back. Like that. Where there's a will, there is a way. Let's see. And we just run this up like this. And there we go. Alright, so there's our output. Water, compressed plant balls. Let's head up top to see how it looks up here. And we're actually going to end up having you go through here. No, but that's, I guess I have to go up one more higher before I go over, which is fine. I just don't want it. Did it really? It wasn't connecting to anything. Okay, it just seemed like it might be to me. Alrighty, so we have that there, and then these come down like this. And again, just to make sure that these have to go through the right area. And we are in the center, right? Yep, perfect. So that would be the center here. Goes one more. Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. So the piping for this is pretty much complete. Now that I know I have things where I want it to go, I'm going to go back down now, and we'll go ahead and place our fuel processors. What we still have to do, though, is I still need to get my water into here. So let's see, we'll get rid of you and you. And I still need power too. Okay, you go there, and you go there. Okay. You guys are good, but I still need to run power underneath, which is what we have this here for. And it's basically going to actually go underneath this entire thing because we're going to be powering these guys with the same power as well. So I'm going to go make myself another medium voltage array, and then we'll go into our that fell apart. Then we'll go into our assembly room, and we'll make ourselves some. Oh, gotcha. That's what that was about. Okay. We'll go into our assembly room and we'll make ourselves some facades. Show you how that is done. And then we'll come back and then see if we can't get this thing running. Alright, so we've placed our two low voltage solar arrays, or medium voltage solar arrays up there, feeding into one MFE. That is coming down here. The facades do not work on Buildcraft pipes, so I didn't want to throw construction foam in one spot and change the look of the building. So it's just going to have to travel up the inside of the building, which is fine. I can deal with that. So it goes from there down into here. Unfortunately, right now it is raining, so I'm not getting any power yet, so I cannot see that all of my items are being fed power at the moment. The only thing I really have left to do now to make all of this work, besides adding my gates, is I need water. So we're going to have to build our first tank and then build our piping, how we're going to pipe the water into it. So let me go. We'll head back over here and I'm going to show you a new recipe really quick. Alright, the first item we need is tank walls, and the majority of our tanks are going to be created with tank walls. They make up the majority of the floor, the ceiling, and the walls. So we take 4 iron plates, and that will give us 4 iron tank walls. The next item is the iron tank valve, and this is where we're going to be pulling fluids out of, and I believe putting fluids in. I'm pretty sure they have to go in through the valve at the top, but for sure from the bottom you can only take it out from the iron tank valves. And that's again for the plates. This time 4 iron bars and 1 lever will give you 4 iron tank valves. The final part is our iron tank gauge, and this is how we're able to see how much fluid is currently inside of our iron tank. So those are going to be on the 4 corners, and I don't know if you have to have it on, I mean the middle of the 4 sides. And I don't know if you have to have it on each one of them. I know you can have different size ones on different areas. You can have like 3 wide or 1 wide, or on the 7x7s, I guess you could probably have it 5 wide. But yeah, those take glass panes and our 4 iron plates to create for the iron tank gauges. Alright, so let's go ahead and put together our first tank. So like I said, we start at the bottom, and we're going to pretty much place all solid blocks except for this middle one. And I don't know if it's the case still or not, but when I was in creative, it never seemed to want to work except if I placed that one last. And I'm not sure, like I said, if that's the case or not, but I'm going to hold off on it for now. And I've decided instead of going the 5 high, which I could go 5, actually I could go even higher. I think the width is the key component. So 5 wide by 5, 3 by 3, 7 by 7, and then you can pretty much mix and match your other parts. So let's see, we'll stick you there. Put these in here. And I could make these, again, one wide if I chose to. But well, we're going to try this after all. We'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, I can always go back afterwards and do it from the bottom. And it didn't. I don't know why it does that. Why this has to be the last block. But, fine. So we'll do it from below. And that should make it a fully functioning iron tank. Again, I'm not sure why it does it that way, but it does. There we go. So here's our tank right now. So it has room for 2 layers at the this much, and maybe I'll go more with the fuel ones, and we'll just make the water one like this. But that's really all we need. Now, I'm thinking maybe for the water, since it's coming down here. Wonder where exactly it is. Find the center. Maybe what we'll do is we'll there it is. Put an infinite water source up top here with a pump. That way we can just pump it directly in from up here. Be kind of a clever idea. And it shouldn't be pumping super fast like we were on our engines, since we're only filling that with one pump. So we'll see how this works out. And running out of my smooth stone bricks. So we'll just make a few here real quick. And actually, let me do this part off camera real fast, because I know this is a long episode again. So let me do this real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now it's time to start working on our fluids, our waters, what we're going to start with. So one of the things that's been changed is that we can't use redstone engines to pump into a redstone pipe. So we have to actually attach the pistons directly into the pumps themselves. Let me go down and get me some waterproof pipes from down here. And all I got is of those gold. Man, my inventory is so shredded right now. I'm definitely going to have to do a bit of cleanup when I'm all done with this. And my items are here. Alright, let me get this stuff and I'll be right back. Alright, so now it's time to start pumping our fluids through. So what we're first going to do is we're going to have these 2 pumps coming off of these infinite water sources here. And to power them, since I don't want to be using fuel, we'll use 4 redstone engines, and we do have to do it this way. One of the new additions to the burp mod, and that was to prevent people from trying, I guess, to make redstone power plants. So you can't pump, you can't have a redstone engine attached to a redstone pipe. So it's got to be attached directly to whatever item you're trying to power. So we have those 2 here. And then from there we'll pump it over to here. Alrighty. And then to power it, I'm going to do this, which is something I've been learning a lot more of, having to do with the power of Antarctic gates. So, no redstone power, or no redstone, or red pipe wire signal lit. We send redstone that powers the pump, and the pump in turn powers all 4 of our redstone engines. Once these redstone engines get to the point of being the orange-red, they should be pumping rather quickly, and since I'm doing 2 of these, that is going to give me quite a bit of fluids coming down, so hopefully that should fill this up rather quickly. So momentarily we should start seeing the water pumping down. Oh, I haven't finished. Dang it. I need more pipe. I never connected it. Let's see. Just need to be able to reach it there. And there. Now we should start seeing water filling it up. Let's back up. Come on. There we go. It's starting to come down. There we go. Nice. Cool. So now this is filling up with water. I'm not sure why these ones aren't showing the proper... That's odd. Interesting. Alright, let's redo this real fast. There we go. Now it's all connected. Okay, good. So this is now being filled up with water. So if we head downstairs, all we got to do is attach to this, almost identical to what we did up there, only without the engines. So this time, if the red pipe signal is off, we are going to send our pulsar. The Antarctic gate will actually heat up to the same temperature as the redstone engines, and that should be enough to pump fluids. Okay, there is one there. That bug just bugs me. And that'll start filling these up. Cool. Now I need a few more Antarctic gates, so I have my assembly plant going right now. But while that's happening, we'll let this continue to fill up. And we'll head over here. I've actually got both assembly rooms going, so I'm actually trying to use up more of my fuel. I think I was doing, what, my iron gates in this one. And then over here, I think I was making iron and gates. Yep. Alright, I think I have enough of the iron and gates now. See, I don't need that anymore, so we'll go to this one. Or no, I did need this one. No, I didn't. I'm confusing myself. Alright, I'm actually going to go over here. Actually, turn that off. I want you on now. So I just need to bring some red pipe wire. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have two rooms, is that way I could be doing two things at the same time and not just, you know, taking turns, which is what usually happens when you have them kind of this one doing one thing and that the other. So I can have all 8 lasers right now are working on making me AND gates over here. And then all 8 lasers over here are working on making me Antarctic. Alright, so anyway, let's head back over here and we'll get started on our process here. Actually, let's come over here. And we'll start on our assembly tables, which right now should have getting a bit of it, some of them more than others. Yep. Pretty much depending on which side they're on. So these are ready to go. All we need to do is, I should be able to just say items in inventory pulse, and that should start sending us down our pumpkin seeds. Should. Oops, although I do need to make sure that we are facing the correct direction, which at the moment we are not. There we go. And hopefully that will... Oh, you were facing the right direction. Okay, good. Alright, good. Now, you didn't stay in there probably because we don't have anything set up yet for this. But luckily I do have some seeds in my inventory. So now, when the seeds try to come down, they'll actually start to fill up the positions that we've allocated inside our automatic crafting tables, and we'll start getting plant balls. Did I already do that one? Okay, I did. So I'm just... Oh, okay. Alright, so that's all of them. I guess I did the first 2. I forgot all about that. Now, if I come over here, and we'll do the same thing again. Item in inventory. Gonna pulse, and that should start sending us items over here into our compressor. And I'm still not getting anything from my compressor. Do I? Why is that? I'm not getting anything in here either. It's not dark already. Let me go look at my MFE. Something's up with the MFE. Let's see. The output. He's heading down. Do I have a break in my line somewhere? Well, let me figure this out and I'll be back. Alright, so here's our problem. We have no access to the sun. I have to get rid of at least the leaves from this jungle tree. And I've been using the shovels when I'm kind of taking care of trees like this for the simple fact that it only takes one diamond, and Zuma had proved it in one of his more recent Mythbusters, that there was no extra wear on a tool for using it for something it wasn't intended for. So using a shovel on leaves does not make it go any quicker. But since we have the there we go. Since we have the what am I looking for? Efficiency. It goes through them rather quickly, makes quick work of them. And now we should have power. Yep, we do. Now, however, you are not going into the right spot. See, I was under the impression that you needed to go in the top for this to work. But that is not the case. So, I thought all the changes in Industrialcraft were making the input for these plants have to be the top. Alright, well, looks like we're going to have to do an adjustment here. Oh, that one did. So that one ended up in the right spot, but this one did not. Why did you not? I am confused. You ended up in the right place, but the first three did not. Alright, so we got figured out the problem. The problem was this pipe here was feeding into that intake or output pipe from here, and so that's how it was getting in the wrong spot. It does need to go on the top like I thought. So now these are all working, pumping through. Oops. So we got, as soon as we get enough pumpkin seeds, we output a plant ball. So we get enough pumpkins, we output the seeds. So right now, this is all working. We're starting to build up compressed plants here. I do need to add some, I think some golden pipe to kind of speed this up. But I now need more Antarctic gates. So it's back to the assembly room. So wow, this sure does take a while to fill up. That's a lot of space here apparently, because I barely dented it. Got a few more gates. So far, we're doing good on the compressions coming in. Get rid of that again. Both of these. Now got compressed plants coming in. So we have fuel starting to build up on both of these. So now we can actually, we'll place this, and this is going to be the same thing. Items in inventory will pulse. And this will start putting fuel into our pipeline. And then that means the next thing to do is we need to build our storage tanks for our fuel up top. So let's just put these last two on. And also we still have our facades. So we'll get that to do yet too. But I want to at least get one pipe going before we patch up our walls here. Did I leave me the pipes? I did. Okay. I need more though. Let's see, how many of the other types do I have? 12. If I were to do 3 on each side, nah, I need more. Alright, let's go get me some more glass. I'm going to make some more of the pipe parts, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so we are now filling up our 2 tanks of fuel. Got our water there. I went higher for the fuel tanks, and I'll probably do the same over here with our coolant tanks. But this is our new fuel and coolant room. You can see it from the outside. Let's see what's in there. I need a bit more iron before I can make the rest of my tanks, but at the moment we are now in production mode for fuel again. It's just a different kind of fuel. Going a little slower than I would like. I may eventually have to upgrade to more processors, or am I just not, am I out of, I am, okay. So I'm already out of my items. Well, not completely, but over here. So we definitely need more layers. More layers up here from our pumpkin farm to get more stuff going through. I need a lot of overclockers in here, and I need some, probably going to need some, like I said before, some of our, is that oil? Left over from back in the day, I guess. But yeah, so it's working now. It's just a matter of speeding things up. But before we end, let's go ahead and let's make things look a little bit prettier. So it's time to work on some facades real fast before we end this. Alright, so here we are, and we're going to show you how we make our facades. Basically, 3 cobblestone structure and 1 item, or is it 1 item and 3 cobblestone? I put just 1, yep, it's 3. Okay, 3 cobblestone structure pipe and 1 item is going to give you 6 of that facade, and that's enough to basically do 6 sides of a single block. I've already made a bunch prior to this, but what I didn't know I could do before was this. Now, how do I'm not getting the double stone slab. And it showed that I could make it. Ugh, now it's making me unhappy. Whoops. Where were you? There. It's not going to give me the recipe, but apparently I need to have the double stone slab item to make it. That sucks. Okay, well maybe I won't be able to do that, but I can at least do the other ones. So we'll go ahead and grab these items. Actually, let me clean up my inventory first, and I'll meet you back there with the items. Alright, and now for some fun. So we just place these over here, and they kind of give us the look. Unfortunately, it's going to the floor, so that's just going to stay that way. But we can get these parts to make it look, you know, a little bit cleaner. Same with there. I think we actually need to place a rail block there. So let me grab some of my blocks from over here. Actually, I can't reach out there, so I'll be right back. And now the fun of facades. So some of these will place actual, you know, blocks in here where there isn't already piping, and then for the other areas, like right there, poof, and now it disappears. And I need to go get some more of those. And unfortunately, I wish I could make that look like the double half slab, but guess we can't always have everything. But still, it does look pretty cool. So, I think that's gonna go ahead and complete our episode for today. I think I might just do this to cover these up. Let's see. Yep, there we go. That is cool. So with that, maybe I'll just do this. I kind of like that. That looks good. We'll add this over here to fill this in. Cool. All right. Well, that'll complete our episode for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It was definitely a learning experience, and kind of happy that now we've got a new source of fuel to continue to feed our future projects and endeavors. And it's finally filling up. That's cool. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Had a lot of fun doing it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.